Hi, in this class we'll discuss about what we mean by meter signatures, and also we'll be discussing about how these meter signatures can be correlated to Hindustani music and Carnatic music topics also we'll be discussing here. So this is a very vast topic, so for that reason what I will do is I will be discussing these topics here in a part by part manner. Okay, so part 1, part 2 like this. So let us dive into the part 1. So in this part 1, meter signature, part 1, okay. So in this part 1 meter signature, so here in this topic here, so we can discuss about the definition point of view. Okay, so as per the definition point of view, if you look at this meter signature topic here, that is, it can be said as like this. Okay, it can be defined as a regular or also we can say a recurring pattern of a strong and weak beats. So what do you mean by strong and weak beats? So please refer to the previous class where I discussed about. So if at all there generates any music, so if, for example, we need to put this into a simple fashion. Okay, so for this what we do is we identify what is the sounds and all here, and then that intervals everything will take it into an account and we'll put it into a sequential manner here. So in this sequential manner we can observe here, that is so in this case, so first one is at the start point we will have a heavy beat. Okay, then in between we will have a strong beat, or else also we can have a weak beat. Okay, based upon our design conditions. Okay, and also we can have a medium strong. Okay, at the end also we can have a strong beat. Okay, and so all these things, what would happen here is this beats, this duration pattern, everything, it can be repeated once again and again. Okay, so that's what we are actually looking at here. So this topic here, that is called as a meter signature. So the definition here is it is the recurring pattern of a durations, okay, is identified at the beginning of the composition by a meter signature, where we generally design this beat. Say for example here, okay, in this case we can write in this fashion. So how we are going to write it? Say for example, I will write here 4 by 4, okay, or else I can write 1 by 4. In this fashion also I can write. Okay, or else one more way I can write 3 by 4. 3 by 4. Okay, or else we can give a different numbers here. Okay, then 2 by 4 or 3 by 2 and so forth. Okay, remember we are actually looking at here in a simple meter condition. Okay, so first we will discuss a simple meter condition, then we will discuss about the compound meter conditions. Okay, so in this simple meter condition, what I will do is at this juncture, first I will discuss about what we mean by a 4 by 4, which is a very simple and easy to understand. Okay, in this case here, that is a 4 by 4 case. For example here, I am planning to design a 4 by 4 beat here. Okay, 4 by 4 beat. So what is this 4 by 4 beat means here? This 4 by 4 beat means, first let me explain here, that is the upper digit. Okay, in this case this is the upper digit, right? 4 by 4. So the upper digit will indicate this upper digit indicates this one, where the total number of basic note values per measure, or we can call it as a beats per measure. Okay, that also we can say, that is one form. And the lower number, this is a lower number. Okay, so the lower number indicates what is the type of a basic note value that we are going to use. It means, what do you mean by basic note value here? The basic note value means, say for example here, I am going to use a 2 in the basic note value. Okay, it signifies that I am using a half note values. Okay, if I am using a 4, it signifies that I am using a quarter note values. If I use 8, means I am using a 8 note values. Okay, so for example here I am using a 4th note, so it should signify a quarter note values. So that quarter note values is this here. So what do you mean by quarter note? So here this signifies quarter note. Okay, so this signifies the total number of beats, okay, number of beats, or else you can write like this, right? So the basic note values per measure. Okay, so there are 4 basic note values, basic number of basic note values per measure. Okay, so I'm using 4 here, so there are some 4 basic measures here. Okay, and I'm using a quarter note every time. So if you have doubt here, so what I would suggest you is go to the previous notes where what do you mean by quarter note we discussed earlier here. Okay, so the quarter note is, it looks like this symbol. Okay, so in quarter note, for every beat you have to press the piano key button. Okay, so that is every beat you will be pressing piano key button, whereas half beat you will press, for every 2 beats you will press once the piano key button. So here we are designing with a quarter note, so means for every beat we have to press we have to design a one sound here. So that is what we are looking at here, that is here in this case I am going to use quarter note, right? So when I am using a quarter note here, let me draw this simple one. This is a quarter note. Like this. Here. This is the one. Okay. Here what I'm look at here what I'm doing. So here this one, for example, I am using G. Okay. So here there are some, I'll be designing here 4 measures here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll use 4 measures here. 1, 2. So some equi-spaced one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here this one 4 measures I have drawn. Okay, so each time I have to press 4 measures here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the same thing I have to repeat it. So instead I can use this one like this. I should be using this one here like this. Okay, so same way I have to use it here. Okay, same way I have to use it here. Okay, so like this we have to use it. Okay, so instead what I'll do is I'll align here. One, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so there are some 4 measures here. Okay, for each and every measure I am using this quarter note for all the 4 measures. So every time we are designing here, so that basic note values are here, per measure is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so like this we'll be using. Okay, so if you can go for, you can even increase this one total, so you can actually add some more measures here or else reduce the measures. Okay, so all those things, it's all the part of that music or the poem or else a song that you are going to play. Okay, so that's about this one. Now the same thing, if you can observe here, so it can be seen in the same thing. Okay, in case of a same measure here, which is called as a Carnatic music. Okay, So in Carnatic music, so the first one generally what people do is they learn this one here called as a Aditalam. Okay. So in this Aditalam case here, so here previously normally in any piano or something what we do is we can actually use generally a metronome and then we can actually play this one. Whereas here it is not like this. We have to remember with the help of a hand. Okay. So you need to try to develop a sound here. Say for example here in this Aditalam, so the first beat is called as a we can clap here. So generally people will sit and on their generally on the tie they actually beat like this. Okay, like this. One. Then the second beat is a little finger. So the little you have to press the little finger. So this little finger is what the first one, second one, and the third one is the ring finger. And the fourth one is this middle finger, okay, and the fifth one is again a clap, okay, and the sixth one is again you have to wave it, okay, then sixth is a clap, seventh is a clap, and eighth is again you have to wave it, okay. So it comes like this, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this the beat will come. So how it will come? Once again please let me repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this, it is called as a same Aditalam in case of a Carnatic music. So this actually we can represent this one in case of a, if you want to correlate this one in a meter signature, but the beat values are not same, they are different. Just I am giving only for you a small glimpse to understand what you mean by a meter signature. The same thing here. In Hindustani music also we can do this one. In Hindustani music, so this is called as a 16 bits is called as a teen tal. Teen tal, okay. So generally in Hindustani music what the people do is they try to memorize this beat value, beat names here, okay. So generally whatever the tabla beat names are there here, so that same beat names they try to memorize it and they play accordingly to that respective beats, okay. So for example here this one is called as a dha, din, then din, this one is da, first beat is called as da, second beat is called da, din, dha, okay, dha, din, dha, then again dha, din, dha, okay. Then sometimes this 9th to 12th bit only the variation will come. So 9th to 12th bit, so sometimes it will be like this, dha, teen, dha, or else here also they will change here. Sometimes some musicians they play like this, tha, teen, ta. So you just observe accordingly generally how the tabla player generally plays, okay. And here again this one here, again the same repetition here, dha, dhin, dha, okay. So dha, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dha, dha, teen, tha, dha, dhin, tha. So this generally what will give us is it will actually gives us a variation where this beats and all will come, okay. Normally this again this generally can be further classified here like this, okay. So this is a one part, okay, one part, then this is the second part, okay, then this is the third part, and that is the fourth part, okay. So usually what they do is this is the start of short point of the beat, okay. So that is start point of the beat, generally this is the first one, okay. So they will write like this 1, 2, okay, then again 0, 3, okay, or else this is 0, 3. So like this, generally you just don't worry about all these things, okay. So generally that is how, based upon the sound system, the Hindustani players, what they'll do is they recognize in which beat we have to go and catch it, that respective note, all those things, okay. So this is all based on training, okay. So whereas in Carnatic, generally there will be a helper here for us, where the guy plays this, he'll be clapping and then he'll be showing which note to be played. So that indicates this where you have to catch the beat, okay. Or else normally in Western piano music, what we do is we know that metronome. So metronome will give a strong signal here, then this is all a weak signal here, okay. So when you just turn on a metronome, so the first one will be with a bell sound. So because of a bell sound, so you will have a strong sound there or a strong signal. So all the rest of the 3 signals are called as a weak signal, because you will not be having a bell sound there. So you will hear a very, very light sound. So that way we recognize so where we are going to play. So that is called as a meter signature. And these are the topics related to the meter signature part 1. I hope you understood the concept of a meter signature regarding the 4x4 model. And we will discuss the further section here regarding this meter signatures in coming up classes, like part 2, something like this, okay. Till then, we'll meet again here. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. And if you like this video, share with your friends, and also tell your friends regarding this channel here. Until then, bye.